I'm live. Let me connect to Instagram. Hello, Facebook. Hello, TikTok. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. It's Rebecca again here. Looks like my light on here is a bit dark. Just hold on. Put my light on. Okay. Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm back again with my daily live. And yeah, today I'm just talking about if nothing changes, nothing changes. Okay. And that's my why. Okay. My why for doing this digital business. I'm still trying to connect to the others, so bear with me. Nothing changes if nothing changes. My why. Most of the time we get into a routine, okay? We get into a routine doing things and we keep doing the same thing over and over again and we become comfortable in that area that we even don't want to move. That's what we call the comfort zone. So we become comfortable. And you know that a ball will keep going in motion the way you threw it. If it's going down a slide, it will keep going until what? An extended force is acted upon it. The same way, when you are comfortable and you are in your little corner or you are in your zone where you're comfortable, okay, your comfort zone, when you are there like a ball that is stationary, that ball will also remain stationary until what? An external force is acted on it. That is basic science that we learned in like high school or something like that. Hi, Dottie. Thanks for joining my live. Hello, Agnes Beauty. Wow. Thanks for joining my live. So, what I'm talking about today is my why. Why did I start a digital business as a nurse and as a professional? That is, I'm a nurse and I have a master's degree in public health. Why will I start a digital business? So today I'm talking about my why. Okay. We all have reasons why we do so many things. Okay. And like I said, I'm sure you've heard this quote before. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So if the ball is just stationary in the comfort zone, it's going to remain in the comfort zone until an external force, a child comes to hit it or someone kicks the ball. Then the ball will start what? Motion. It will start being in motion. It will leave that current state of being immobile or stationary and it will be in motion. So something acted on it, which means that that quote is right that if nothing changes, nothing changes. So if there was no external force acting on that ball that was stationary in the comfort zone, nothing changed. The ball will remain in that comfort zone. Okay. The same way, if a ball keeps going and nothing changed, it will keep going in the same direction unless you act on it, an external force acts on it. So, what I'm trying to say is most of the time when we are in the diaspora, because we went to the diaspora to make it, we did not travel, okay, as migrants to just come and watch tall buildings or see white people or just admire the environment or look at snow, okay? When someone say when we pray, we say wash our sins, okay, like snow, make us white as snow. But some of the times we pray that prayer without even seeing what snow looks like, unless we see it on TV. So some people think you travel to see snow. No, we did not travel to see snow. Okay, we travel to make a difference. We travel to seek greener pastures. We travel to be able to better our lives because we know where we were coming from. We travel so that when we got a chance, we took that opportunity to travel so that we can do something better, to be able to help those at home, to be able to help family. So my why as a nurse, you will be asking, why did I get into digital business? Let me tell you why. I got into digital business because as a nurse who has been working for over 10 years, almost 20 years, I have been working almost 20 years in nursing. I started my working or I trained as a nurse in the UK. I worked there for 4 years, got married, had my first child. She was 6 months, and we left UK and we came to Australia. And I was still nursing. I've been in nursing for a long time, even though I have a master's degree in public health and tropical medicine. I just packed that one because that one, the shift, the work and the hours and things like that wasn't suitable as a mother. Okay, so I packed that one and I focused just on nursing, just finding something that I can do because you can do casual, you can work when you want, or things like that. But as I kept working, casual was not doing it. One full-time job was not doing it. Two jobs was not cutting it. Three, sometimes I was even working 4 jobs. I would do my normal hours, come home, do some agency. When I'm about to sleep, I will just already put my name there for casual agency. They will call you, say there's a shift. You have to go. You know, agency, if you have done agency before, you know how it works. When they call you, they say you are, if you can you work because you want the money, you say yes, you can work. Instead of sleeping for tomorrow next job, I'll go and I'll work. So I kept doing this, but every time that is tax time, that is when I always be thinking, all this money that they said they have paid me, they said they have paid me. They said they have paid me all this money. You see it on your tax, okay, your tax return, how much money you have earned the whole year, the whole tax year or financial year. And you think, where did all this money go to? They said they have paid you maybe 60,000, 70, 80, 100. Where is the money? Then you look at how much tax has taken. Then you look at the rest of your income in the ones going out and the ones coming in. And you look at how much is going to childcare. And you think, I was thinking, because I'm thinking that if this much is going to childcare and I'm taking extra hours and that money is paying childcare, what is the point of doing those extra hours? I was asking myself this question, but I didn't do anything because I was just ask myself, but there was nothing I could do. At that time, I couldn't think about anything to do than nursing, than to get more hours, than to work more, than apply for more agency work. You understand? To add to what I was already doing. So my why for starting the digital business did not even come from the fact that I noticed for my statement, financial, tax statement at the end of the financial year, anytime I'm about to file my taxes, that is when I get the wake up call like, oh my goodness, look how much I earned, but where is the money? Where is the money? I'll be looking in the house. What did we even buy this year? Where is the money? Okay. So I will keep working. I'll be like, oh, maybe I have to work more to be able to make more because you need to be able to make more to as a migrant, be able to make more, pay for the bills and everything that we are doing here, be able to pay for children's private school, be able to do whatever you are doing here and be able to also send some home. But if you are not getting enough money, how can you send some home? That will trigger you to do more hours. So I was working, and I thought that no, this is becoming too much. But still, I didn't stop. I was just doing it. If I'm called to work, I will work. If I'm called to do whatever. And then most of the time I'll be leaving my children, but nothing. That was just the beginning until I had a dream. Okay. I had a dream. And before even that dream, there was something to do with my pregnancy and whilst I was working and how it became complicated and I had to go through an emergency cesarean and I vowed to myself that if I should get out of this situation, I'm never going to go back to working extra hours, 2, 3, 4 jobs. One would be enough, but I know that the money will not be enough. So I have to find something else to do that is not extra nursing work, that I can still stay home with my children because I have seen that a lot of money will go to childcare. And that extra job that I'm doing, the money is just paying childcare, and they're not even looking after my child the way I would. So I would rather stay home and look after my child and learn how to make that extra money from home. So that was when I started looking for something. So looking for something to do led me to Amazon affiliate marketing and those things. I tried them. But the thing that really shook me and that made me take action, okay, don't wait for crisis before you take action. Don't wait for to lose your job or to become sick. Or I have someone, okay, who is because of work, injury at work, the workplace, having physiotherapy and cannot work anymore. She did not plan for that. And fellow nurse, just like me. Okay, workplace injury can happen. We put in all the risk management and all the things, but workplace can have injury can happen. And this lady has workplace injury and she's staying home and she's now serious to take this business serious. Okay, because now she can't go to work. She can't go to work. She has to go through the treatment, get well before she can work. But who is going to pay her bills for her? She has to work. So thank God she found this digital business and she's doing this business. Now, back to me. My why wasn't even because I saw how much I was paying in taxes when I do extra hours. That did not even change anything. In fact, I was thinking the other way that if the tax man is called, oh, thank you, Sarah, for sending me Rose. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Asoko, thank you for joining my live. Black Wings, thank you for joining my live. Dottie, I see you there too. So, you know what? My why as a nurse and a mother and someone with a master's degree in public health and tropical medicine, why didn't I go looking for more jobs? Because I noticed that the more jobs that I did, the more the taxman takes more of my money. And it did not make sense. Yet, when you have your own business, you are able to rather save more of the tax that you pay, which means that your take-home income is more than the tax that you pay. And so it got me thinking that this is a time to have something for myself. But then, what am I going to do? So that too did not push me, okay? I was still working my lesson, still enjoying a shift here and there, still working weekends, day, night, whatever shift, okay? Even taking on some consultancy work, like during flu season, I'll get some consultancy, flu vaccination work and go to job places, workplaces, and give the staff their injections. I was doing different things. Sometimes I'll do their health assessment of staff. So I'll go to different workplaces and do that for the staff. So that did not occur to me that to have more money or to build wealth, I have to have a business. It never occurred to me. All right, so I was still working my nursing. And then one day, hello, Shelly, thanks for joining my live. Jenny, Nick, thank you for joining my live. So one day I had a dream, okay, as a migrant, as I said before, we've all come to seek greener pastures. Of course, there might be more to it, but the reason why we left home was not to come overseas to be a pastor or to do something, but in the process, we find our calling as well and we do other things. But when we leave home, we left home because we want something better for our family. We want to put provide a foundation for our family, a good foundation. So we leave home. Now, most migrants, when we finish our time, when our time overseas is over, we want to go back home, go to a house that we have built. We want to live good. Okay, so whilst that's what even causes a lot of people to work those 3 jobs, 4 jobs, because they are building home, they are building a house home. Hello, Linda. Thanks for joining my live. Hey, my fellow Aussie. How are you? All right. So such people like immigrants, we tend to work hard because we are paying for mortgage where we are, or even if it's not mortgage and we are still renting, we are paying for a house where we are, and we are building a house back home so that when we retire, we'll have something home to go and live in. Okay, because no, I don't think 99% of migrants will not want to stay overseas in a nursing home. They would want to retire in a beautiful home where they will have people to serve them and help them and look after them properly. So we do that and we end up working so many hours. So now the dream that I had was that we have gone home. When I say we, myself and my husband, we have like retired. Okay. So it was in the future. We are retired, we've gone home, and I was sitting there, and it's like in the dream, I was shocked like this. And I was asking my husband, so after all our time overseas, we came home with nothing. That was the question that I asked him. And of course, he too was like this. In fact, his head was down like this and he could not answer. Okay, because it was like a rhetorical question. It did not need an answer. It was like we came home with nothing after all this time overseas. And that got me thinking when I woke up from that dream. When I woke up from that dream, I'm like, no way. I'm not going to go home with nothing. After everything we are doing here, working 2, 3, 4 jobs, working in snow, working in the summer, in the rain, whatever. and you go home with nothing, does it mean you only worked to pay bills? No, something must change. So I said to myself that that dream must change. That dream must change. So, how can that dream change? That is where this comes in. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So, if I do nothing about the dream I've had, then it's going to come to pass. Because take it for example, if I'm working like I'm doing now, which I have done for almost 20 years and see no change in my life, see no change in my finances, see no change whether to have an investment back home or even where I am. If I project that 5 years now, if I project that 10 years to come, 15 years to come, how many years before your retirement? Just project it. And then whatever you are doing now that you are not getting results, whatever you are doing now that you are still living paycheck to paycheck, just project the same thing. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you keep repeating the same thing, if you keep still working, if you keep still doing the same thing, if nothing changes, okay, and you keep doing the same thing, how would you expect a different result? So I said to myself, okay, this is the dream. Thank God for showing me the future that I have not thought about. That if I keep doing the same thing that I'm doing now, this is what is awaiting me. So it was a wake up call for me. That is my why for looking for something to do other than my job. Because for many years I have done nursing, I have worked as a nurse, and if I'm going to continue working as a nurse till I retire, then that dream is highly possible to become my reality. And I did not want that reality. I did not want to get to the point where I am handing in my whatever note, or they are having a get together for me to say, farewell, thank you for working for us. Now you are retired. Thank you for your service. And then you will just wake up and you'll be like, what have I done with my life? I have been working and have nothing to show for it. I have nothing, no investment. You look at your savings, there is nothing in. No investment back home or where you are. Nothing. You don't own anything to your name. There is nothing to your name. So when you retire and you leave your job, you leave your position, whether you are an account, what do you call it, a manager at your workplace, or a supervisor, or whatever you are in your profession, if you should retire now, those titles are gone. Those titles don't pay bills. Those titles don't bring investment. They are gone. So if they are gone, what is left of you? What is left of you? What do you have to show for your 20 years of working? In fact, if you started working at 20 and you're in your 40s, you have been already working 20 years. So if you are going to work 20 more years to get to 60 and you are nearing retirement and you change nothing, what? Perry has donated $100 to host. Is this are you sure? Thank you, Perry, if this is true. What? Okay, thank you. Where are you watching from, Perry? Let me know where you are watching from. And Joseph, and let me see, let me know where you are watching from. Cynthia, Ekia Nyamiye, thank you for joining my live. So what is your why in whatever you are doing? You want to start something, you know that what you are doing now, if you keep doing it, nothing is going to change, because nothing changes if nothing changes. So now you want to change. This year 2026, you have promised yourself to make some changes. What is it that you are going to change to be able to see that result that you are hoping to have? So for me, as a nurse who has worked for many years, I saw that in the dream was my wake-up call. And that is my why for doing this, so that I will not have that dream come to pass. That after all my years of, I've been overseas over almost 20 years plus. So if I'm going to still continue living the same life, working as a nurse, working 2, 3 jobs, taking extra shifts, working for agency here and there, no sleep, being on call, that they can reach me, call me and say, Rebecca, there's a shift here. Do you want to fill it? And then boom, I go. No, I keep doing that. And at the end of the tax year, I look at my tax return and I'm like, where did all this money that they are saying they paid me, where did it go to? Where did the money go to? So I'm projecting that in the next 5 years, if I keep doing the same thing, if nothing changes in the way I'm doing things, in the way I'm earning, if nothing changes, just think with me, just reason with me, just let us talk about this. If nothing changes in the way you are doing things, your finances remain the same, nothing changes. You are still working the extra shift, even though you are still living paycheck to paycheck. You are still working the 2, 3 jobs, even though it's just paying your bills and the tax money is taking a bulk of that extra money that you are making. Why don't you sit down and think, what can I change? Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. And so for me, my why for starting a digital business, even though I'm a nurse and I have a master's degree in public health and tropical medicine, because I got the wake up call, that dream really scared me. That dream really pushed me to wake up. That dream told me or gave me that. In fact, I thank God for that dream, because otherwise, maybe I would not have pushed myself. I would think, when you are in Ghana, you think someone is a nurse overseas, you think, say, what say the person has arrived. Come and see. You think the person has arrived. Do you know how many shifts nurses have to work before they are able to have even some savings after they have paid all their bills? Do you know how many shifts I was working in the past? Thank God I'm not doing that now. And I'm not going to go back to that because it's not worth it. And it's not good for our health. Working night shift just to make ends meet after you have worked your day shift, because you want that extra money. You want to be able to help your aging parent. You want to be able to buy a land back home, to build a house where you can go when you go on holidays, you have a place to sleep. And then when you retire, you still have a place. But if you retire now, do you have a place back home? Do you have an investment, even where you are, that you can just sell off and buy something from home? If that is not the case, then if nothing changes, nothing changes. That is the dream that scared me. That is where my why started from. And I was like, no. So if you see my name as Coach Rebecca, Nespreneur, making dreams reality, then it's because I woke up from that dream and decided to dream another dream. I woke up and decided to dream another dream of seeing myself doing well, going back home with investment here and there, having my own home. Like that dream that I had, that I said, or I was asking my husband, so after all the time we spent overseas, did we came home with nothing? I did not want that dream to ever come to pass. So, what can I change to be able to change that dream, to make that dream something beautiful? So, I decided to what? Dream again. Dream again. So, I have many dreams. I wasn't a homeowner by then. We did not have a home. We were still renting. We had no savings. We were working and working. My husband is a geologist. I'm a registered nurse. Okay, he has a PhD. I have a master's degree. Yet we were struggling. So if nothing changes, you will be happy in that your role, registered nurse. And now they call him. And registered nurse. Yes, I'm helping people, but I have to also build my future. I have to do something to help myself and my own family. So I woke up. That dream was my why. That is why I found this digital business, because when I woke up, I also knew that I can't be working the multiple nursing jobs. But because for me before, I was thinking for me to make more money, I need to work more hours, forgetting that the more you earn, the more you pay into tax. So therefore, when you work it out, it does not make sense for me to leave my Sunday, instead of going to church, go work Sunday shift, get all that money for the tax man to take a chunk of it, when I could have sat home, learned something home, done something for myself, used that time to build my own business and earn that money, even more money, and take more tax home. Thomas Edison said, if you do not learn to earn online, you are going to work till you die. And that is the truth. Most things are online now. Please share this live. Someone needs to hear this. My travel diary, thanks for joining my live. Brendan, thanks for joining my live. Brandy, Sanity, all of you. So many names, I can't say all of them. Lucy, Sarah, thank you so much. So if nothing changes, nothing changes. If we want to see results, we want to see something new happening in our lives. If you are tired of all those years that you have been living paycheck to paycheck, if you are tired all those years you have been working the same work, thinking that the more hours you work, the more shifts you take, the more extra shifts and long hours you work, the more you are going to make money, think again. Because if nothing changes, nothing was going to change. With the money you are earning now from the extra shift that the tax man is taking a lot, how much is left for you to save at the end of the day? At the end of the week, at the end of the financial year, how much is left for you to take home? How much is left? So if what is left, is it worth it? If it is not worth it, then it is time to dream again. For me, that dream was a wake-up call. And that is my why. So when I woke up, I said, I have to find something to do. Not extra shift, no, but something that I can build, something that I can put my name on it. I have to start looking for assets. I have to start doing something with my name on it. I have nothing to my name. I'm just working. I'm a registered nurse. I have the badge there. A company name is there. Once they say we don't need you anymore, I'm a nurse, but I have no job. I have no sort of income. So what can I do to have a source of income that I can control, that there is no cap on it, that they're not going to say they're going to pay me this amount per hour. I can determine how much I make because it's online. And when it's online, my business is open to the whole world. It's global. So there is no cap to how much I can earn. And as Thomas Edison said, I can sleep and wake up to sales, because the internet is open 24 hours, different time zones. Even when I'm sleeping, someone from a different time zone is awake and they can access my business, and I can get a sale, or I can make a sale that way. So nothing changes if nothing changes. And that is why I said, if I keep doing the nursing and many jobs and all that, nothing is going to change. I'm going to end up retiring and going home and saying, what did we do all this time overseas? What do we have with our name on it? What did we do? Because you would want to retire home one day. If you're an immigrant, you want to retire to your own home. You don't want to retire and after all your years overseas, you go and be pitching in someone's home. How long can you stay with someone if you're a family woman, family person, family man, you have a family? You cannot stay with someone all your life. So you have to be thinking, what can I do to be able to also save something for my future? Pay it forward. Pay it forward, because when you can't expect the future to look after you and pay you when you have not saved or banked or put anything ahead of time. And don't expect your children to be the one looking after you. Do not expect, because Bible says a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. You are the one who's supposed to leave something to help your children, not to start from down there, but to have a platform to work on or to start on. We may not have had that, but it doesn't mean your children should not have that. Our parents may not have had the chance to travel overseas, but we are overseas. I'm speaking especially to migrants. So that is my why. I had a dream that I wasn't happy with. I had a dream that showed me that if I kept doing what I'm doing, working those many, many hours and thinking that instant gratification is what is going to help me, it wasn't. Because once you see, oh, if I go and do this Sunday job, I'm going to get double pay. And then that is all you're thinking about, forgetting the future. Today, a friend called me, one of my mentees. In fact, she messaged me. She said, Rebecca, I have decided not to pick up any extra shifts. I want to focus on building this business. I have seen what it's doing for people, and I want to focus on building this business. Focus on doing something for yourself. Don't use all your energy, work your one shift or whatever, and use the others to do something for yourself. That book that you have been wanting to write all this while, you are not writing it because you don't have the time. You are always working, doing extra shifts. Work your hours, but use that extra time to build something for yourself. That is why we call it a side hustle. It's a side hustle because you are not there yet to make it your main work. When you are beginning something, you don't just quit your job and just begin that thing. You begin it alongside, so that when you are working it alongside, using your income from your work to be able to support that thing that you are doing as a side hustle, until the side hustle is able to take care of your bills and have extra, then you can say goodbye to that main job and focus on what you are building. So that is my why. I hope that you understand now why I am passionate about building my online business, and nothing anyone can say will stop me. I know what I've seen. I know what is pushing me. I know the dream I had, and I'm not going to sit there for that dream to come to pass. Maybe you were born into a rich home. Maybe your parents already have houses for you. Maybe you don't worry about money. Maybe you don't need to do anything. Okay, I know someone whose father has a lot of properties. Like, what do they have to worry about? You can't compare yourself with such people. Know where you are from. Mami Poku Akumasi, thank you for joining my live. Know your background, know where you came from, and know why you traveled. Your parents are looking up to you, your siblings are looking up to you, a lot of people are looking up to you. In fact, strangers are praying that you do well so that you can also be a blessing to them. So let God use you to be a blessing to people. For me, that is my why. I'm making my dreams, the good dream that I want to have, the dream that I'm doing what God wants me to do alongside my career, and also building something with my name on it. Something that will take care of me in the future. Something that will take care of me even now when I can't go to work anymore. Like, we traveled overseas to Ghana for almost 6 weeks. I was not working. Okay, but I had a business. I had a business that was still running and is still running. So my why is that I had a dream that I wasn't happy with, because it was like we have gone back home after our retirement or after our working day life overseas, and there was nothing to show. And I said, no, I have to dream again. And this time I have to dream a dream that has what? Good result, a dream that will make me happy, a dream that we have retired home and we have a good investment or money to take care of us. We are happy to go home because we have somewhere to live. We give to our parents, we give to friends, we give to the needy, because you are overseas and there are many opportunities. So I take advantage of the opportunities to better my life and for others, not just myself. So I'm making my dreams reality. So when you see Nestpreneur, is Nest Entrepreneur together, making my dreams reality. Woke up and dreamt again, so that that dream that I went home with nothing can never come to pass. It can never, because God reveals to redeem. So thank God for revealing my future to me. That if I continue the way I'm going, that is what is going to happen. And that gave me that wake up call. So I hope that you have learned something and now you know my why and you understand why I come here to talk about digital marketing business. Because you can do it along your job. You can do it as a side hustle. Follow me, look at my profile. My WhatsApp number is there. My website is there, www.rebeccadigitalgroup.com. You can visit my website for more information. Sign up for our free webinar. We have free webinars, live webinar, every Tuesday and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST. Join us and watch it. Join us, watch it for yourself and see the presentation, the business that we are presenting to you. High ticket affiliate marketing. Come check it out. See how it's transforming lives, especially migrants who have family where they are living and back home to take care of. And we have to do something so that at the end of our life in overseas, we will not leave empty handed just because we live to pay for bills. No, seacountry.au. Thanks for joining my live. So I hope that you know why I talk about this. Even though I'm a nurse, I'm also a business coach and I'm also a business owner, because I have seen that working as a nurse alone cannot give me the life that I want or I desire to have when I retire. And if I should just keep going that way, then I'm going to retire and be like a lot of people who are on pension and they call themselves, oh, I'm an old pensioner, I don't have money, I'm an old pensioner. They can't even buy good food to eat, they can't buy medicine to eat, they can't even go on like holidays, even it's not even part of their list. Okay, it's so sad that you see someone who is old, has worked all their lives, and they have nothing. They can't afford common medication. We don't want to do that. That's why we have to wake up. I have to wake up and do something new. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I'll see you again when I come back again tomorrow. Please like my live, share it, follow my page so that I will follow you. When I see you followed me, I will follow you too. So let's do that. And then I'll come back again tomorrow so that you get notified when I come back again. So it's goodbye for me from, oh, you followed me. Okay. Thank you, silent skipper. Thank you, thank you. Yep. Thank you. Just follow me and I'll follow you back. So I'm ending the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and